What's up, guys? This is Ian here, coach of your Ladner Lanturn, bringing you guys our Week 11 match of the League of Extraordinary Trainers. This week we are taking on Coach Tyler, the second Tyler, or Tbuck, and the Burning River Charizards. So let's run through his team really quickly here. He's got Garchomp, Rotom-Wash, Heatran, Forretress, Whimsicott, Venusaur, Cofagrigus, Slurpuff, Liepard, Mega Charizard Y, and Seismitoad. He does have a Sun team with Seismitoad, which kind of doesn't make a lot of sense. But a lot of the stuff on his team is really scary. He brought the 6 that I was expecting him to bring, I think, with possibilities of Heatran, Cofagrigus, and Seismitoad thrown in there. But I wasn't expecting Slurpuff or Liepard, and he didn't bring either of those. So looking at his team, we can tell the Garchomp's probably Scarf. Fortress is obviously defensive. Whimsicott might be there to set up Sun in case the Mega Charizard Y dies for the Venusaur to sweep in the end. And I'm expecting like a defensive sort of Rotom is kind of what I'm thinking. If you haven't seen my team builder, you should check that out. But yeah, so I have a Selgor, which is Z Selgor, it's my lead. We have Mamoswine, which is something physically offensive, I would guess. With rocks, I think, to set up against Mega Charizard Y. We are a specially defensive Rotom-Heat because it's the best thing to take hits from the Charizard Y. We are a Shift Gear Sweepering Papa Berry Magearna. We are, what am I? Choice Scarfed Manaphy, I think. And a Dragon Dance Megalodios. So, I'm going to lead with my Selgor because it's the best matchup against this team. I can pretty much click Bug Buzz against anything on there, except maybe the Charizard. Yeah, so let's get right into things here. Just going to lead with my Selgor as we get challenged by Tyler. And there's the Selgor, and he's going to lead with his Rotom-Wash. So I live any hit from this Rotom if he's Scarfed, and Savage Spinout is going to do a ton of damage. So that's what I'm going to click is Savage Spinout. He actually Volt switches, so we do see that he's Scarfed because he's faster than us. And he goes into Whimsicott to take the Savage Spinout. He told me later he was predicting the final Gambit, but Savage Spinout actually demolishes this thing, and a Selgor picks up a kill turn 1 on the Whimsicott. I'm really happy with the Selgor this season, and to get rid of his Prankster Mon that early is really good, especially because I have setup Mons, and I don't want him just Prankster encoring my Mons. So he's going to bring out Garchomp here, and I'm expecting this thing to be Scarfed now. He does hit the Rock Slide and kills me, which I'm okay with. I'm fine with giving up my Selgor there since it got rid of Whimsicott. Mamoswine comes out here. It threatens this thing immensely, so I believe I'm just going to... Oh god, what do I click? I think I click Icicle Crash here, because I know he can't stay on the Ice Shard, so that's my best play, is to go for the Icicle Crash. And he's actually going to switch into his Rotom-Wash to take the hit. So we'll get off the Icicle Crash here. It's going to do not a lot, but we do see that that's very offensive Rotom. It's very offensive Rotom, taking that much damage from Icicle Crash. It should have done pretty much nothing. So that's some good intel. Mamoswine can't really take a Hydro Pump here, so I'm just going to switch into my Megalodios, which can take a Hydro Pump pretty well. You see that does pretty much nothing. We're going to Mega Evolve here. And I believe I just go for a substitute on this Rotom because he can't break my sub with the Hydro Pump. He actually misses, which is really unfortunate for him. But now I'm behind a sub, so I can set up a Dragon Dance for free here. So that's what I'm going to do is set up a Dragon Dance as he misses another Hydro Pump. So I'm a +1 Megalodios behind a sub on a Scarf Rotom-Wash who can't hit a Hydro Pump to save his life. And I'm just going to kill it with a Dragon Claw. We're in a really good position for Megalodios to sweep now, but he brings me Forretress. My best play is Earthquake. Which does a reasonable chunk, but the red card actually pops, and he gets me out of there into Magearna, which is potentially the worst possible thing it could have brought me into for him. Maybe Rotom-Heat was a little bit worse, except he did still have the Garchomp alive. So Magearna here is really good for me because obviously I'm Shift Gear, and Fortress is kind of the Mon that I wanted to set up on his team. So he's going to get his rocks up, which don't affect Magearna whatsoever. I need to chip this thing down a little bit before I can get a Soul Heart boost, so I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt. Take it down low enough. He goes for the Gyro Ball. Gyro Ball is not doing a lot until my Shift Gear is up, but now is the time for me to go for Shift Gear. He's low enough that my next Thunderbolt will kill him, and we can start this ball rolling. It's funny, because Magearna is a Pokeball and Fortress is a Ball of Steel. Yeah, so I'm going to Shift Gear. It's my best turn to set up as he goes for another Gyro Ball. It's going to do significantly more damage because we're +2, but he pops the Papa Berry, which gives us a ton of health. It's a really good spot for me to be in. because now we're a +2 Magearna in front of this Fortress. I still have my DD Megalodios in the back, of course. Megalodios could be an okay switch into like an Earthquake from Garchomp later. I don't know why he would go for Earthquake against my team. I guess against Magearna he would have to go for Earthquake. But yeah, so that's my play, is Shift Gear. Now this Fortress is about to die to this Thunderbolt. It's going to get smashed by the Thunderbolt. And we're now +1. I was specifically EV'd to outspeed max speed Scarf Garchomp, so this thing is going to die to an Ice Beam here, and he's not going to no-hit him. Next victim, now that we're +2. Next victim, please. Charizard. Mega Charizard Y actually lived a Thunderbolt at +1, but it does not live one at +2, so that's my play, is Thunderbolt. And we will see the Mega Charizard Y just drop. Nice long animation for Drought, but it does die to the Thunderbolt here. So now I'm on +3 Magearna, and his play is Venusaur, which is his last Pokemon, I believe. He gets the Sleep Powder off. I was pretty scared. I was set up for Magearna to sweep here, and he goes for the Sleep Powder, which is really scary for me, because now he can start setting up on me with Growth in the Sun. He's still faster than me. There's the Growth, so now he's +2. I'm asleep. Hopefully we can get the next turn Wake, but we see that he only has Giga Drain, which is not the worst, and a +3 Ice Beam will kill. So Magearna picks up the sweep there in the end. That could have been really scary with the Venusaur there, but he didn't have he was not packing the Earthquake on the Venusaur. I was considering running Shuka, but yeah, so that was really good for us. I don't know how much that mattered, because once the Sun ended, Venusaur was kind of just dead weight against Rotom-Heat. Or even with the Sun up, it was dead weight against Rotom-Heat potentially. Because I was specially defensive, I was wondering if I could tank like a +2 Sludge Bomb or something like that, but once he wasn't faster than me, the Rotom-Heat could have bought that thing with an Overheat. So we pick up a nice clean 5-0 win. It's our biggest win of the season. And we'll now move into next week. I think we're now 8-3 after this match. So we'll move into next week against Loco and the New Jersey Houndooms. And if we pick up a win there, then we're guaranteed for playoffs. So that's really fun. Yeah, so next week we take on Loco, Ghoul, and the New Jersey Houndooms. Be sure to keep an eye out for that. And I will catch you guys later.